Good morning, this is Mr. Irigoyen, and I want to give a quick update on our computers elective course so far this year. Some general comments and concerns. I've had some people reach out to me asking about why I am not presenting a lecture each day, or why we aren't doing hands-on activities each day with me leading the group. Keep in mind, Edgenuity, a company that the district has contracted with, has formatted this course to be completely computer-based. The content, the curriculum, all of that was decided by them. My role is less about the traditional role of a teacher when we think of daily lecture, things like that. My role is support. When you have issues, I'm the one who will be the first step in trying to resolve them. Also, some administration of the course. So if you need a test unlocked or you'd like to request having a reset on a specific assignment, that would be my role. There are some times where we're going to encounter some issues that may take some time in order to resolve. Students need to be patient and allow the process to roll as it's required. I cannot force Edgenuity to go faster on their fix. The expectation is you're going to continue to work on the assignments while I do my very best in order to get that solution to you. Attendance, just like in person. You have from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. in order to log in and get work done. If you don't get it done in that time, I'm going to mark you absent. That's more than fair. 10.5 hours is plenty of time for you to work on the selective course. Now, most students actually are at about 15 to 20% done with the course, so that's great. Again, we're asking about 30 minutes, hopefully as much as 60 minutes each day in order to knock this course out. And I do want to warn you, there are not going to be infinite resets. I will not reset an assignment if you spent less time on it on the second attempt than for the third attempt. My expectation is that the notes you are taking, and I can view those notes, are actually helping you. You're not just copying and pasting over entire chunks. And that you are preparing yourself before you complete those assignments or tests. Also keep in mind when it comes to the major unit tests, I can only give you 3 total attempts. After that, the system's question bank actually resets, and so speaking with my administration here at Pine, 3 is the maximum. I will not be able to go beyond that. Some additional questions about one of the programs you're going to be using coming up on the next unit, and that is something called Python. It's been around since the 80s. It is a very widely used software package for programming. What you guys are used to oftentimes in a Mac or in a PC is GUI, graphic user interface, and Python is much more text-based, what we call CUI, character user interface, and so it's a good way to start with your programming. One of the major lessons and focuses of why you're doing Python is a central tenet of computers, which is called WYSIWYG, a fancy way of saying what you see is what you get. In other words, computers are not intuitive. They're not going to change what you enter because they understand what you're trying to say. They are very exacting in what you enter. Same with Python. So that's one of the goals for this entire unit. Now, once you get to this unit, the lessons are going to require that you use Python and you submit some work using Python. You're going to have to download and install that into the system on your own. I did get word back from Edgenuity, and I did post in the Teams post. If you look up above, you'll see it. But what you'll do is you'll go to python.org, and when you go to python.org, sometimes it's easy to get lost. You look down here and you see all the different Python versions. What should I choose? The best suggestion that Edgenuity has, just go to the latest version of Windows. Allow the system to do most of the decision making when it comes to which Python software suite are you going to install. So, as always, this is Mr. Irigoyen. I want to help you as much as I can, but the expectation is you guys do need to be working on this every day. Thank you very much for getting through this very trying time in 2020, and I hope for all the success in the world as you move on through the end of this course.